Unfortunately, it is becoming increasingly difficult to get a decent business class experience on flights within Europe these days. Most airlines use normal economy rows with a blocked middle seat on board their short-haul fleets, which means that as a traveler, you must sacrifice both comfort and legroom despite paying exorbitant sums for the flights. But there is a little light at the end of the tunnel, as Condor is currently offering cheap flights to various holiday destinations with their new Airbus A330s, freshly taken over from Etihad Airways. So let's find out together if it's finally worth paying the high surcharge for business class again.
Hey guys, and very good day from Frankfurt Airport, Terminal 1. Today I'll be flying to Palma de Mallorca on board Condor's brand new Airbus A330-200 aircraft in, believe it or not, business class. So thank you guys for coming along to today's trip report, and let's head right inside the terminal building in order to check in. Cheers!
Frankfurt Airport offers a great infrastructure if you want to get here comfortably by public transport, as you can reach the airport train station with both regional and long-distance trains. However, the Condor check-in is located in Area C of Terminal 1. Frankfurt Airport is owned by the Fraport AG and located in the southwest of Frankfurt. It is Germany's largest airport in terms of both passenger and cargo operations and was opened back in 1936. As you can see, Condor has a ticket office in the main hall, which is of course highly appreciated by me. Another cool thing is that Condor offers separate check-in counters for business class passengers. In the afternoon, however, the counters are generally rather empty. As I arrived exceptionally early at the airport today in order to spend a lot of time in the lounge, my flight is not even shown on the iconic departure board.
Alright, the check-in went quite fast and smooth today, and the staff was really kind as well. And I'm now already on my way to the security control for the A gates, as the Lufthansa business class lounge should be located there, even though my flight is leaving from the B gates.
If you book a flight in business class with Condor, you can also use the priority lane at the security checkpoint. In my case, that was quite useful today, as the normal queue got a bit jammed up. As always, after the security checkpoint, you have the opportunity to shop in a duty-free. However, I never do this, and I'm honestly rather annoyed that you always have to go through a shop like this in Frankfurt. Anyway, as Condor does not have its own lounges, you are entitled to use the Lufthansa business class lounges in Frankfurt. The Schengen Lufthansa business class lounge is located just behind the exit of the A-gate security checkpoint on the left-hand side. I do have to admit that I really like the lounge. It is very bright and flooded with light, and even offers a good view on the apron. At the buffet area, a great selection of both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks is offered. There is also a small salad bar, and daily changing hot dishes are offered as well. Today there is an asparagus soup and pasta with red sauce. There is also a coffee machine with a nice selection of hot drinks, as well as pretzels, delicious looking pudding based desserts, as well as apples and bananas. And last but not least, in the middle of the room there is also a selection of sweet and savory snacks, as well as a decent selection of newspapers from all over Europe. At the buffet, I got myself Frankfurter sausages, a pretzel, asparagus soup, and a salad topped with the well-known green sauce from Frankfurt. And the view over the apron could definitely be worse from my seat. So, bon appétit!
Cheers on you guys, as you made today's trip possible.
Afterwards, I went to the dessert bar again and got this pudding with orange sauce, which turned out to be absolutely delicious. The lounge also features a silent area, which is perfect for working purposes. But my personal highlight are definitely the shower rooms. And of course, I took a shower here before departure. Unfortunately, it is now time to say goodbye to the lounge.
After spending some time in Lufthansa's fantastic business class lounge, it's now time to head to my gate B19 as the boarding process is about to start. I finally made it to my gate B19, and as you can see already, I do have an impressive view on today's Airbus A330 that will now take me to Palma de Mallorca. And as you guys can probably already imagine, I am really looking forward to board this flight in order to show you guys the business class experience. Servus. Alpha. Dankeschön. Du bist schon Rückleiter. Du bist schon extra. Alright guys, I finally settled in at my seat 5 Alpha, so let's take a first glimpse at it.
The seat itself is simply fantastic. It offers almost infinite legroom and can also be converted into a flat bed, which we will be trying out later in flight. A pillow, which unfortunately looks and feels a bit cheap, was also waiting for me on my seat. The IFE monitor is located above the footrest, and a foldable table is built into the backrest of the front seat on the right hand side. And the safety card of today's Airbus A330 aircraft is stowed directly underneath. Above my right armrest is a control panel for the seat and a remote controller for the IFE system. Furthermore, these small travel organizers were distributed. These are only available in Condor's Premium Economy and Business Class, and you guys can even win this one. More information on this later in the video. By the way, the view outside from my seat 5 Alpha is also very good, as you can see here. And the boarding process seems to be completed now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Also, the cabin crew would like to extend a warm welcome to you on behalf of Condor aboard this flight to Palma de Mallorca. The flight time today on our Airbus A330 will be approximately 1 hour and 50 minutes. Please fasten your seatbelts now, making sure that they are full tight. And for your own safety, we recommend that you leave your seatbelt fastened during the entire flight. My name is Doris Fries. I'm the first on board. And on behalf of Captain Baxter and the entire crew, I wish you a very pleasant stay here on board. Once we've completed our preparations, we will be serving our business class passengers a hot meal together with a selection of complimentary non-alcoholic beverages as well as coffee and tea.
Let's take a closer look at all the paper stuff. First of all, this is the safety card of today's Airbus A330-200 aircraft. And here's the onboard menu named Skyline Cafe. However, this is more interesting for economy class passengers, since the service in business class is completely complimentary. Nevertheless, Condor offers a very attractive range of hot and cold dishes, as well as snacks and drinks. And the prices also seem fair to me. Incidentally, so-called meal deals are also offered to save a few cents or even euros. Last but not least, Condor also has an onboard shop where they offer a wide variety of different watches, perfumes, cosmetics and also travel gadgets. But most importantly, they also offer model airplanes, and even at what I consider to be a fair price. Even the brand new Airbus A330neo in the new livery is already available, although it has not even actually been delivered to Condor, at least at the time of this video. As already shown at the beginning, a travel organizer was already waiting for me at my seat. And as I already promised, you can win this one. The only thing you must do is to write a comment under my video which contains the hashtag Condor A330. The deadline for comments is June 19th, 2022. The winner will then be chosen randomly and notified by me in the comments.
Alright guys, about 30 minutes into the flight, the onboard service finally started, so let's take a quick look at what I got served today.
When flying with Condor's business class on short and medium haul flights, you can choose your main course up to 24 hours before departure. Today I went for a Thai wet curry with rice and various vegetables. It is accompanied by 2 muffins, however it is unfortunately not coming with any appetizer. And I would also like to mention that these are exactly the same dishes that can also be pre-ordered in economy class for like 10 euros I guess. One thing that struck me as positive right away is that the food is served with wood rather than plastic cutlery. But now let's try the Thai wet curry.
Chicken is really soft and tender and has a great texture as well. Cheers on you guys, and also cheers on today's cabin crew that is doing a fantastic job so far. Really have to point that out.
Once the meal service was finished, the crew distributed disinfection wipes and a small box of chocolate. I would say that it is now time to take a closer look at the seat itself. Unfortunately, the IFE monitor remained switched off for the entire flight, and an IFE Wi-Fi network was not available either. A universal power outlet and an Ethernet outlet, which is probably more for decorative purposes, is located to my right. The seat cover shows very clearly that the previous owner of this aircraft was Etihad Airways, since it's exactly the same as in their business class. Only the headrest features a cover with the Condor logo. Furthermore, this seat offers several small storage compartments, a reading light, and of course a small wooden shelf for drinks, for example. However, the cleanliness of the large storage compartment can be greatly improved. Apparently, this one had not been cleaned for a long time.
Hello from the rear lavatory of today's Airbus A330 aircraft. How is this flight so far? Honestly, it's really pleasant. The crew is doing a fantastic job. They seem to be really passionate about what they're doing, which I of course always appreciate. The in-flight service was also decent, and the seat is simply fantastic, as you guys have already seen beforehand. I can only say that I'm really satisfied with the flight so far, so let's take a quick look through the lavatory.
The faucet can dispense both cold and hot water, and I really like it when the water continues to flow a little after you press. A bottle of hand sanitizer is also available. And the fastened seatbelt sign was actually switched on throughout the entire flight. However, the cabin crew said that we could still move around the cabin. On the left there is a fold-out changing table for infants and a large mirror. Let's get to the seat functions. The seat was supposed to have a massage function, but it didn't work in my case, or maybe it was deactivated. But the most important thing anyway is that you can convert this seat into a flat bed, as you can see right now. The lying surface is actually wider than I thought, but as I am 1.85 meters tall, I bumped my head on the seat shell very easily.
As I'm flying to Mallorca today, I thought it would be pretty appropriate if I take a beer as well before landing, which the crew kindly brought me. So, cheers! Fantastic. This is my favorite German beer, by the way, as Beck's is brewed in Bremen, and my favorite soccer club is Werder Bremen. So things are coming together here.
Meine Damen und Herren, wir haben bereits unsere Reiseflughöhe verlassen und befinden uns im Anflug Palma de Mallorca. Wir möchten Sie daher bitten, zu Ihren Sitzplätzen zurückzukehren und die Sicherheitsgurte wieder zu schließen und festzuziehen. Bitte klappen Sie auch die Tische nach oben und bringen Sie die Rücklehne Ihrer Sitze wieder in eine senkrechte Position, lassen Sie die Armlehne runter. Die Sonnenblende Fenster müssen zur Lampe geöffnet sein. Zu Ihrer eigenen Sicherheit möchten wir Sie bitten, die Waschfolge jetzt nicht mehr aufzusuchen. Vielen Dank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mallorca. Please keep your seatbelts fastened until the aircraft has reached its final parking position and the engines and the seatbelt signs have been switched off. Please take care when opening the overhead bins later on, as objects may fall out. On behalf of Condor and Captain Lachse, we would like to say goodbye to you now. We hope that you had an enjoyable stay here on board, and we wish you now a nice and relaxing vacation. See you next time. Thank you and bye-bye.
Well, time to say goodbye to my Seat 5 Alpha. Let's head outside.
Dann danke euch für den charmanten Flug. Ciao, ciao. Auch so, danke.
At this point, I can only express my thanks again to today's outstanding cabin crew. At the end of the day, I can also highly recommend the new Condor Airbus A330 business class, as it can sometimes be booked for less than 100 euros on flights to and from Mallorca. Lounge access, 30 kg baggage allowance, a lie-flat seat, complimentary food and beverage service, free seat reservation and priority boarding for sometimes less than 100 euros are just fantastic.
So finally, I can only say thank you guys for coming along to today's trip report. I wish you guys all the best, have a great day, stay safe and cheers!